Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some pretty crazy news. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, because over right now, the PlayStation 5 scalpers and botters have now officially returned. Now, if you guys would have been telling me this in 2024 at the tail end of it, nonetheless, that I'd be making a video like this, I'd probably be laughing at you and making fun of you, especially with how like 2023 basically had the stock available everywhere. And we thought semiconductors and chips and shipping and random boats getting stuck in moats would have been all like, all done. Like life would have been normal. We're back, baby, we're back. Well, apparently now it is not good. The stock is disappearing even worse, and at this point now other countries are now being affected apparently by scalpers throughout the entire world trying to go get more consoles to sell, especially in regards now to the brand new Myth Wukong game, and also for the Chinese market going absolutely parabolic, higher than Bitcoin, Nvidia, and everything else. And this is some crazy stuff. So let's go talk about this and break it down and talk about what's going on, because I was never expecting this to ever happen. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below if you guys want to go and follow. Would love to guys have you subscribe, and of course give me your thoughts and comments and everything also down below. So, if you guys have missed the news, there's been news all over the place. We actually just had the Japanese PlayStation console get an official price raise. Now, people are not happy about that. We talked about that in the prior video if you guys saw it, but basically the Japanese PlayStation 5 is now around $550, even more, and that's mainly due to a few quick reasons. We did, like I said, a big breakdown if you guys want to watch it from yesterday, but the yen has now, like, just the value of it has dropped. Like, the Japanese economy has been on free fall. Their actual currency is not evaluating up well, and other countries are basically assuming it's kind of like just junk at this point. Not good, not good. So Japan basically has hyperinflation going on. Their currency is worth less, so that means that goods, if they were selling it on the prior old price, means that they're not getting as much money. So they had to raise the prices for it. But as well, we've also had other big things such as China. Now, we're going to get to this a little bit more in detail, but basically China itself is also buying up a lot of the Japanese stock, on top of also normal Japanese users, like of the consoles themselves, also buying out all the stock right now before the price increases happen. So we're basically having a triple whammy, massive tornado of like supply and demand issues. And first and foremost, the issue over here is the Japanese consoles are going up in price. So right now, stores are selling out. The PlayStation 5 disc version seems to be already sold out at retailers across Japan with the new price increase announcement. So a lot of people in Japan officially know the console price is going to go up. It's going to suck. So if you didn't get a console already, especially in Japan, you are kind of tough out of luck. A lot of places have already sold out. Basically, let's say people like either knew and heard rumors of the price increase. Some people are like GameStop equivalent in Japan, or like a Walmart equivalent. Sometimes they'll get like press emails, like in next week, the stock's going to go up, or to send new shipments, or whatever it might be. Like it happens all the time, even with GameStop, it happens all the time. So maybe in the internals, maybe get leaked on random social media, like your family tells people, or employees themselves bought out the consoles. Or as well, maybe just timing wise, they saw the announcement on the PlayStation website and they're freaking out, being like, I should probably buy a console before it's officially raised, which also, depending on the store, I'm sure you guys know if you guys worked retail, sometimes mom and pop stores will take like an extra day or two. They don't check their emails every day, or they just don't care, like lazy employees, whatever. So anyway, everyone was clamoring towards these stores to go and get the stock before the price increase went. So everyone over here talking about this. Saying just check the local big camera, saying just when I arrived, staff was changing the PlayStation 5 display for both versions to be sold out. That was very quick. And you guys can now see, in case you guys are also curious, I love seeing this type of stuff, the Japanese stores as well. So you guys can see, like, here's like some Dragon Ball and stuff, all these games, etc. And basically the consoles themselves are all sold out. This is where all the red signs are, and they're just having issues with it. It's really, really rough. So crazy. They also apparently have that Amazon has gone invite only. I'm gonna do a little more research on that myself to kind of go and see. But basically right now the stock is all just disappearing. There is no stock, and the price increase is big. Like I told you guys, it's like $550 for the PlayStation 5 2 as well. So not good stuff to go and see literally any of this. So the part one of this is the Japan, like normal Japanese users are going to the stores and buying out stock for the price hits. That's normal, but it's gotten even worse. Because right this second, China is buying up every single console they can. Now, as you guys probably know, most Chinese people are somewhat nationalistic. And as I'm sure you guys also have heard too as well, the PlayStation 5 has been selling out everywhere in the Black Myth Wukong launch. Basically saying now that the demand for the game has resulted in PS5 scalping. So right now, we are now seeing the entire world now under the scrutiny and pressure of the Chinese economy trying to buy every PlayStation 5 they can. Now, the Wukong game is an unexpected massive success. Like, I like the game. I saw the game for the past few years, and I was like, this is going to probably do good, but no one was expecting it to do this well. And that's mainly due to the Chinese market. And something to know about the Chinese market is that at this point, not many consoles are there. If there are consoles there, they're being sent there. PlayStation for sure is, but in comparison to the United States or even the UK, the numbers are very, very low, ratio-wise, etc. And most people as well are usually mobile gamers in like India, China, like those regions. There is a few consoles, but it's not like mainstay. Even PCs, like in South Korea, is more of a bigger thing than, say, consoles. But with the brand new Black Myth Wukong, number one, PCs are very expensive. The game is very taxing. I have a very nice PC myself, like a 3080 Ti, etc. Even I have like a little bit of occasional issues. So not everyone has enough free money to go and buy all this stuff. So what do you do next if you can't afford a PC? Buy a PlayStation 5. And of course, it was optimized and it's well run with the game, etc. But the one issue though is, as of right now, as you guys can see in this article, the PS5 is actually selling out in China right now because everyone wants to play this Black Myth Wukong. And it's a little bit of a nationalistic thing too as well. So there's not many games made in China that are like crazy hits. Like there are the occasional ones, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people living there, but it's not like America where you have like the God of War, and then you have Animal Crossing, like all these other various really, really big games, you know, like it's like a big deal. This is a big deal for China, and this is actually, I think, a huge groundbreaking moment for them to go and have more games in their system. But it's leading towards scalpers taking things out in Japan and also other Asian cultures and countries because the supply is so low and it's just a huge massive supply crunch going on with the consoles. And this is almost like another pandemic going on because of just how much big demand the Wukong game is. This might be fantastic, though, for PlayStation. I'm sure their numbers for sales are going through the roof. They're making a lot of money. But it sucks because this also means that Chinese people, botters and scalpers, are also now utilizing technology and their sales connections and mass buying, botting, everything to go buy out all the stock they can. We also even heard rumors of people basically renting boats to go to run to every single store, buy as many consoles as they possibly can to then go and resell them in China. And right now, it actually kind of seems like the current ongoing price, from what my research was, I could be wrong or might fluctuate, is around the $800 to $900 price range once again for PlayStation 5 consoles. Which we kind of saw those numbers quite well at the very start of the, like the PS5 restock era, like Black Friday times even, sure. But right now, it's crazy because these prices are still relevant 4 years into the console life cycle. Consoles are still selling out 4 years into the console life cycle, although a mixture of Japan is weird with the price increase, but as well also with these brand new games coming out, etc. Same with China too. Like, it's just one of the craziest storms that I would never have anticipated. And I'm sure right now Sony is making calls, trying to move stock, trying to go mass produce stock, probably even throw over a few PlayStation VR2s out there, because why not? At this point, why not? Why not? And that's why things are kind of crazy. Because it looks like scalping's back. People are literally going in, getting boats, flying to Japan to buy out the leftover stock, to then move them over to China to try to go and sell them. You go and you get an extra 10 consoles, you're making an extra, at that point, $4,000. If you could do that in an entire, 1-day process, at some point, it's probably worth it. You do it on a bigger scale, make even more money. And I don't really encourage scalping, but it's crazy to see that it's coming back. It's crazy to see it's coming back with such a vengeance, and it's crazy to see on how this supply shock is. This also may start affecting economy prices here in America, mainly because back in the initial PS5 restocking era, Chinese games are not able to be ran on normal consoles. Or more so the reverse. Like, normal consoles can run any game, but certain PS5 Chinese editions, they have to go and be approved by the government. So also getting these raw dog-in PlayStation 5s is also even more of an extra value, and people will pay a premium for it too as well. So it seems like stock is being sold out globally. This is one of the craziest things we have a chance to see, that scalpers are coming back in a force, and I want to hear your thoughts on everything, because I was not expecting to be making a video on this. So give me your thoughts and comments down below. I appreciate yourself very much for watching. With a Twitter and Twitch room as well if you guys would like to follow. And I appreciate you guys all for this. And please, for the love of God, don't scalp the consoles for the children this holiday season. Please.